Fiscal policy is the use of government revenue expenditure to control the economy. We notice that when you look at AD curve is made up of C plus I plus G plus X minus M. So whenever the government expenditure go up, we know this AD curve will go up. At the same time, if the government reduces taxes in an economy, then the disposable income go up, and that can in turn result in consumption to go up. Furthermore, if the government is reducing taxes on firms, it can also make firms to invest more, so I can go up. So we can say this, that the government can increase aggregate demand by increasing G or reducing T in an economy, and this is called expansionary fiscal policy. Let's see expansionary fiscal policy in terms of a diagram. So if, let's say, our aggregate demand is currently AD naught and aggregate supply is AS naught, and we are looking at our price level to be P naught, where real GDP is Y naught. Now, increasing government expenditure or reducing taxes, we are saying, can cause consumption to go up because, of course, disposable income is going down, investment to go up because now firms are taxed less, and now G also goes up because now government spending is going to improve because we are looking at expansionary fiscal policy. So that in turn may cause AD curve to shift to the right. And a rise in AD, as you can see, can cause many things to happen. Number one, the GDP to go up. So there is economic growth, and we call this actual economic growth because AD curve is shifting to the right. But at the same time, because AD curve is rising, and therefore GDP is rising, this rise in GDP may also be accompanied by a fall in unemployment. So unemployment, which is another macroeconomic goal, can go down because of a rise in AD curve to the right. But you can also see, because the economy may not have the spare capacity to increase this demand, you might see the price level to go up. So a downside of an expansionary fiscal policy, of course, is that there could be inflation that can happen in an economy. So the inflation or price level can go up in an economy. At the same time, we may also say that the current account of the balance of payment may worsen when our AD curve is shifting to the right. And why is that so? Well, because when the GDP is rising, incomes are rising, there could be a possibility of an economy spending more on foreign goods or imported items, and that can run into current account deficit. And if that happens, then we can say there is a trade-off when we look at our expansionary fiscal policy, because at one point we are causing the GDP to go up and unemployment to go down, but at the same time the other macroeconomic goals of unemployment, of inflation to go up, and current account deficit may worsen as a result of the rise in AD. The contractionary fiscal policy, on the other hand, has an opposite effect, because in a contractionary fiscal policy, what we're trying to do is that we're trying to make the government expenditure to go down, and at the same time, we're looking at taxes to go up, and that in turn would mean disposable income is going down, so consumption will fall. Firms are basic taxed more, so their incentive to invest goes down. At the same time, government spending is also reduced, so like G is falling. All of this will mean that the AD curve will fall, and this fall in AD, of course, will cause unemployment to rise, GDP to fall, as we discussed earlier, because AD curve is shifting backward. So the price level will go down, but your current account may actually improve. So current account, deficit may improve. So if the government wants to run what we call a contractionary sort of fiscal policy, then the contractionary fiscal policy will lead to two goals to be achieved. Number one is your inflation can be kept under control, and number two, current account deficit may fall, but that also will be at the expense of rising unemployment and falling GDP. Now, we call fiscal policy as a demand side policy because you can see that it is trying to manage demand in an economy. Contractionary fiscal policy may make the AD curve fall, and expansionary fiscal policy may make the AD curve go to the right. And that's why these are what we call demand side policies rather than supply side policies.